Hello, MonstersAbound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 8 of my Empire campaign, where we've taken the fight to the vampires at last, blade style. We've retaken Wurtbad, and there was much rejoicing. But don't rejoice too quickly, because Salvatore Ganz is here. Look at him. Look at the Spanish flamenco Latin lover. Yeah, what a... He's not very pleasant though. He's a bit grumpy. Anyway, so we're gonna finish him off. We've retaken Wurtbad. We're gonna push on to the Moot. Well, maybe the Moot, maybe for Oberstry. Once we get the public order here under control. Vampiric corruption is dropping by 3% a turn, so it will drop below 50%, which means they'll start taking attrition, and we won't. However, we currently don't have any temples, so we do need to kind of get those up if we can. We do. Is this? Does this actually spread in? I don't think it spreads in. It's just for that region. Yeah. Okay, but we do have this crazy bastard.
They will be judged.
And indeed, he does judge a lot of people for various different things, and that's not generally making people very happy. But he does cleanse a lot of corruption, so could be worse. So that's Albrich over there. He's going to help us with the vampires. And we've got, where is there he is. We've got Theo. What's this? Nullen's War. Oh. So why does it have the little icon? What does that mean? What's this? Causes... Oh, right. So Demigryphs now cause terror if they're rank 7 above. Right, so like buffs Demigryph Knights. That's amazing. And that's Headsman, so that will upkeep reduction for swordsman and knight. That's sure, we'll have that one. I think. Yep, have that one because we do want to. As soon as we've got some of the buildings for Altdorf, I do want to get a second army up. I feel like the longer I leave getting a second army up, the more trouble we could be in, because obviously we've got Scarsnick with 3 friggin' armies over here. So that's he could declare war at any time. Literally just waiting for it. We could get the Demigryph. It's expensive though. I don't think it's worth getting them just yet. What we could get is maybe defense. Can we afford defenses? We cannot afford defenses. Okay, well, Nullen does have defenses. We do need walls here. Vlad is currently going for these dwarves, but I'm hoping that he dies horribly. Fingers crossed. And then we can push on. We can defeat Salvatore over there, and then push on and take some of the vampire territories, maybe even Castle Drakenhof. Obviously, dealing with the corruption there is going to be quite difficult, but if we can keep Castle Tempelhof, then at least that sort of like plugs Manfred. I mean, Vlad is still a separate issue, but we'll deal with him when we get to that. So let's end the turn. No biggie. Oh, there's Carcass. Carcass he's gone on a holiday. He's just sailing around for a bit, enjoying a nice... It's just a cruise. He's on a cruise by himself. So it's more like a around-the-world sea voyage, really, rather than a cruise, because he's probably not enjoying it very much. He's probably very seasick, as you can see, just by himself. And he's probably going to have to sail around all these islands. Oh, Salvatore, where are you going? Are you coming for us? Holy shit, Salvatore... That's ballsy, isn't it? Okay, Vlad is running away. I'm okay with that, because if Vlad runs away, then we've still got an ally against him, which is going to keep him a little bit off kilter. And they can obviously lend us some support. Hello, a non-aggression pact. Yes, I will take that. That might increase the chances of Vlad declaring war on us, but whatever. Military access. Yeah, alright. Whew. That's not great. I don't want to lose Belagar. So we might have
Your
to...
conquests
Oh,
strike fear into the hearts of your enemies, mighty lord.
thanks.
The wisest amongst them will know.
Okay, go on. Off you go. Back into your box, you creepy old bastard. Okay, 6-6, fine. Done that. Yeah, you're under siege. Okay, it was Magnus of Nullen that ended the turbulent times of the three emperors by defeating the Chaos Lord Avasar Kull. In the wake of such a victory, the Empire was united. To withstand another such invasion, we must unite again with more provinces under the Emperor's rule. Yes, indeed, he did. I mean, the thing is, some Chaos cultists, during the time of the Three Emperors, when the Chaos invasion was coming, the cultists sort of like they summoned demons into Nullen, they ran through the streets, and Magnus, in a very Samuel L. Jackson way, was like, I've had enough of these mother-chuffing demons in my mother-chuffing city, and so roused the peasantry to sort of cut them down, and managed to get a lot of support from the peasantry. And at that point, the nobles, rather than going, hey, this guy, he knows what he's doing, they went, this guy has a shit ton of people who potentially don't like us very much. We better be on his side. So that's basically how that worked. They didn't... The only reason he became emperor was because the nobles were worried what the populace would do if he wasn't emperor. Okay, Ganz. Okay, Lothir, you've got a skill point, so we're going to pop that in. Ooh, Shield of Faith. Chosen of Sigmar. Let's go Chosen of Sigmar. I want you to be tanky. And then we're going to take on bloody Ganz. Now, you've got... The only real problem here is the Blood Knights. If we can kill the Blood Knights, not an issue. I'm trying a nice new tactic that I saw on Reddit, which was a chevron. So we've got our guys and little chevrons here. Look at this. The idea being that if the enemy comes and hits this unit here, then our handgunners can actually just fire directly into their flank. So it's slightly better than the gap formation. Although, obviously, it takes more units to do it. But still not bad. So Pistolier is going to be harassing these direwolves. We've got direwolves from a flank around us, left from right, and also bats. They've got a lot of bats. And also, yes, Blood Knights. Terrifying Blood Knights. You're currently getting riddled with gunfire. So they crash into the Sigmar's Sons. Oof, just managed to break through there, but taking a lot of fire into the flank. Exactly what we wanted. And over here, Gelt acts... I put Gelt at the front of a chevron because I thought it looked fancy. But realistically, probably not a good idea. Pistolier still trying to fend off these bloody direwolves. More direwolves crashing into our line. We've got some Free Company militia on this flank. Keep them at bay. And Pistolier is just going to be shooting into them. There we go. That's pretty good. Oh, God. These Blood Knights just wrecking havoc. But the Halberdier is going to move in and just pin them in place. Look at this. They're stuffed. They ain't going nowhere. Well, I say they're not. I mean, figuratively speaking, they're going nowhere. As you can see, they're actually going and running straight over our poor old swordsmen who have taken a lot of damage. These bats are everywhere. They're getting bats in our faces. The direwolves have been taking a lot of fire. And at this point, I'm thinking they're probably weak enough to just deal with them once and for all. So we're just going to charge into them. Pin them down. They don't have very good melee defense, so a good little charge there should be able to finish them off. We'll move this round, give them a nice little charge in the back. Lots of bats now sweeping in from the flank. They're all in our hair. They're getting in our faces. It's awful. Ugh. Little furry rat bodies. It's got bats everywhere. Fortunately, they're not very good, so we should be okay. Sigmar's Sons took a lot of damage from those Blood Knights, but we did eventually manage to put an end to them. I say it's just bats everywhere now. We just need to deal with the bats. Lothir has been doing fantastic work. He's been tanking the Skeleton Spearman and the Strigoi Ghoul King, and is now just batting. Look at this, just batting him in the face. Not a worry. We got this. Well, Salvatore has worn his last pair of silk trousers. Let's take some replenishment. Send him. Wait, is he alive? Did he not die?
Supreme Patriarch.
My god, he's still alive. Okay, let's make sure he can't wear any more silk pajamas. Trousers. There we go. Now he can't. Good.
On march.
Okay, that's him dead. Oh, an ogre blade. A hedge wizard. Another hedge wizard. We got 2 hedge wizards.
I am ready. Are you?
Lots of hedge wizards. You've got a hedge wizard. You do not. You've got a toll keeper. That's kind of garbage. Can you not have? Oh, you can't have one. What about Lothir? Can you have a hedge wizard? I'm sure you'd love a hedge wizard. But you'd love wizards. There you go. Ambush success chance. Sure, why not? And sort of striking, we can just give you Ogre Blade, which I think is going to be better. More armor piercing, more weapon strength. Yes. Talisman of Endurance. I think we'll give that to you, because you'll probably make better use of that. And let's give you a potion of healing as well. Something like that. There we go. We've seen off that little attack. No problem. And got huge amounts of money at the same time, which is great. Now, do we need... Right. So how long before we have 5 growth? It's going to be quite a while, isn't it? Alright, well, if that's the case, let's get some defences here. Wissenberg can have... I don't... Yes, what are you doing here, Skarsnik? I thought we had an accord. I don't like the fact you're wandering over my territory. It makes me nervous. When I get nervous, I get stabby. Let's go with a paved road, because at the toll gates that gives more income. And currently Altdorf, or the Reichland province, is actually making about 4,300, which is pretty bloody good. So let's get a Tailor's Guild as well. Let's go for the menagerie. May as well. We've got the money at the moment, and I definitely want to get it. So we've got lots of building going on, and I feel like pushing forward, but I just don't think the public order here is going to be good enough. We've got 4 public order there, so we've got 8 public order all in all. Vampiric corruption is dropping, but oh hello.
Show me the accused.
We've got Peter von Schwarzhafen here. Hello, Peter.
Heretic.
Would you like a dagger through the ribs?
Seek out the heretics.
Apparently, he did not like that.
The Empire.
Exactly. Now, I'm kind of tempted to turn you into like a hero, but on the other hand, like blocking is just so useful, and taking down walls. I mean, you can't overlook the ability to just smash down walls. It just makes sieges so much easier. So it's still character. Who's? Oh, there's probably characters down here. But we are removing the corruption, which is going to make the public order here worse. Although apparently there's an army here, which wouldn't surprise me. Okay, what about you? There's a small military presence here. If we can take Fort Oberstreit and then Castle Tempelhof, that will go a long way to putting a stop to the vampires. But what do I want? So we're going to knock that down. I think we just need to wait for more growth. I mean, do I need the public order here? I could get away with just taking out the tap room and putting something else there. What would I put there, though? I could get the Conclave of Battle Wizards. That does cost 10k, though, so that is quite expensive. I could get pots. I do fucking love pots. But then the Temple of Sigmar might be useful as well. So basically, I want the special buildings. So we could get rid of the tap room. I could shift the armory to one of these settlements. Okay, let's knock it down. Let's knock it down, because eventually we are going to get the Imperial Palace. And that's going to give +10 public order in the province, which is perfect. Brilliant, that's what we want. So we'll do that. Okay, what is... Have I already moved you?
Sir?
Carcass? I've moved you. Okay, well... I feel like calling you Carcass and sending you off on a around the world voyage by yourself is maybe a bit prophetic, but never mind. We'll send you over there so you can go and say hello to the big old fat frog. And... okay, there's lots of... well, I mean, if Bretonnia gets smashed, then at least that's free real estate for me. So I can't really argue with that. What I could do, actually, is get rid of the foundry and rebuild it in Nullen. I mean, I can't do that right away, but that could be an option later on. On the other hand, do we need the foundry for the... okay, the Luminarch needs the engineer's workshop. Yeah. Well, no, don't knock that down. Eventually, we can get rid of it and move it, but for the moment, I think we're just going to keep it there. Balthazar has leveled up, and... new missile damage, yes. Missile damage for Luminarch and Steam Tank. Oh, research rates. I mean, it's all good. It's all good. You can't go wrong with this. But I feel like maybe research rate is going to give us the biggest bonus. Screw it. Missile damage. I love me some missile damage. What's the missile damage we got now? 25. It's not quite as good as the Thunderers, but I'll take it. And can we do a little assault on these guys? I just want to help out Belagar as much as possible. No, you failed again. That's not looking good. Do you have good garrison here? It's not great. You might be alright, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I think you might be going down. But they are dwarves. I mean, they are doughty, stubborn warriors. They might hold out. I've also got magnificent beards, which I'm sure goes some way to helping. So the dwarves are stronger than me. Karakangron is stronger than me. Greenskins are a lot stronger than me. I do only have the one army, though. And I think it does... it counts the number of units and the quality of units. But I think the number of armies is more important. So if the more armies I get, the higher my strength rank will be. Also, I think it's based on the number of settlements as well. Ben? Bloody Ben, you beardy gits. Did you just walk across my... did you just trample my flower bed, you little shit? What was that for, eh? Who are you at war with? You at war with anyone I know? Probably. We'll check. Okay.
Approach and make your offer, that I make no promises to my assent.
No, you don't like me. You don't like... oh, you're at war with Ostland. Okay, well, that's probably who you're going for then. Don't know how I feel about that.
Now.
But I'm just going to have to just let it slide for the moment, I guess. Okay, if we wait one more turn, we can get the Conclave of Battle Wizards. Which I feel is a good shout. Public order here is stable. Corruption is growing, but it should be... no, it's not dropping. I thought it would be dropping. It's not. How much does this cost? 6k. Would unlock technology. What would it unlock? I'm guessing the Temple of Sigmar. So untainted, public order. I mean, that's all good. That's all stuff we really want. So we're probably not going to be able to get it right away. Public order here isn't going to be a major issue right away. So what I might do is just save my pennies. That's going to cost 2k. So if we do that, we can still get the Conclave of Battle Wizards next turn. We'll get the growth, although on the other hand, there's 10 plus... you know what, I can probably get rid of that. And get another road. Because I don't think we... I mean, the growth is going to tick up. That's fine. We are going to need 7,200 to upgrade that. Okay, let's go for the Temple of Sigmar. Just to help with our public order. And let's send Albrich back to Sylvania, because that's where he came from. He's the last of the vampire hunters here. Of course, the vampire hunters were themselves hunted. Ah.
The Empire.
Cunning.
Let us begin.
That's the problem when you have too many vampires. I mean, if anything, that's a damning indictment of his ability, isn't it? There was too many vampires, and the vampires then overran the vampire hunters. That just shows they're just not pulling their weight. Ooh, could have an iron mine. Yes, let's get an iron mine. Piffledork, get on that. We'll get you some walls as soon as we can. And I want to get the Conclave of Battle Wizards. I think that's what I'm going to save up for next. And once we've got that, I might then get another army up. I think I'll do that.
By the comet.
I think that's what we'll do. Oh, did you send them packing? Did you defeat them? Oh, nice work. Let's Skarsnik.
Hit 'em hard and fast.
Success.
All right.
Suck a dick, Skarsnik.
Yes.
We may have a little treaty, but I still hate your guts. So we've got a Balefire Amulet here. It gives him magic resistance. Oh, it freezes. It freezes someone in place. Gifted to Buckner by the Magistrix Elspeth von Draken to protect him from the foul sorceries. This black gem possesses powers unguessed at and serve the Magistrix's own deadly schemes. Untainted, yes. Let's get that bad boy. Let's get that. So once we've got Elspeth, I'm going to move Theo into her army to be her sort of champion. That kind of makes sense. Okay, if we scooch out of here, what's the public order like? Ugh. Yeah, there's a lot of corruption here. Screw it, we're gonna charge forth, because we're still going to get replenishment. I think we'll be okay. We're still getting +5 from characters being in the region, and Albrich is... Oh, he's Albrich out of the... Mind you, that's dropping vampiric corruption in this region by, I believe, 4% a turn. Holy shit. I mean, we could maybe just sack for Oberstrike, just give him a bloody nose.
Do not underestimate the danger thou art in, mortal. Mine patience wears thin for thy parley.
Manfred, you are such a prick. You Phil Mitchell look-alike. Okay, we've got building on going on. Let's end the turn, get that building going on. That's going to be good. As soon as we can get some good units, we will recruit Elspeth von Draken. I think she gets a dragon. I think she gets like a black dragon, a shadow dragon, something dragon. Basically, she's a bit of a badass. I don't think they ever made a model of her, but she was mentioned in lore, and she was supposed to be an absolute bloody legend.
To Leon Core, how can the Empire aid you in such evil times?
Who? We offer a treaty, in good faith, to the men of the Empire. Will the Grand Prince of Altdorf hear us? I mean, you're at the war with the people I don't like, so... I guess? No harm in it? Maybe I can get a trade agreement with him. He does have a major port. Okay, I don't know how I feel about that, because you liked me for quite a while, but you wouldn't accept any peace. You wouldn't like a non-aggression or a trade deal. So eventually we just drifted apart, Toddy, and it's heartbreaking when that happens, but it does happen. Ooh, under Morsleb's glare, so we get war fervor or do nothing. Suck it, I don't care.
How should we proceed?
We should proceed
Moving off.
to meet the lizard people. So go and meet them. We're going to save our pennies for next turn so that we can get the conclave of battle wizards, which is here. So we can recruit all these different grey wizards, jade wizards, celestial wizards. Oh, huge pile of wizards.
Yes.
Okay, there's no one actually here. There's a no-known vampire. What's his name?
Ready.
Milland. Milland. I mean, that's not... As vampire names go, that's probably the least threatening I've ever heard of. Let's get magical reserves so we get more winds of magic. Because... reasons.
Ulrich's will.
I don't think we need to fight this. I think we can just auto-resolve. And sack ya.
I am the supreme patriarch.
Goodbye, Milland. Oh, we've got the silver bullets. Perfect. And we're a superior attacker. We're a vampire hunter. And a butcher. And we've got an apprentice wizard. And a camp follower. And a runefang. Holy shit. The runefangs are held by the elector counts as symbols of their stately office. They are immensely powerful blades of unsurpassed power that only Galmaraz could rival. Yes. Although, in the actual rules for Warhammer, they would just, I think they ignored armor. Which, I mean, there's plenty of weapons, magical weapons ignored armor. It was sort of a bit lame. Oh well. We've also got a valet, which is going to be good when we need to park our coach. So that's good. That's a win. Do we get the silver bullets? I'm thinking yes. Because they have magical bullets. Mind bullets. They don't have mind bullets. Do I do that? I'm going to hold off.
Ready.
I'm going to hold off. Lothir, though, does have a skill point. I want to give him Soulfire. Available rank 15. Soon. Could give you a Warhorse. Could give you... Well, alright, let's give you a Warhorse. Let's give you a Warhorse so you can move around a little bit faster. And we're going to get... stronger than steel? Yes. So that means all of these guys now have 59 armor, which is actually pretty bloody good. That makes...
By the comet.
I mean, these guys... One of the things I like about the Empire is that even in the late game, your state infantry is actually pretty good. It's fine. It's not like the best infantry, but it's sufficient. It will do at a pinch. They're just generally okay units. And that...
The nation calls.
It doesn't often happen. I mean, like Dwarf Warriors. Take Dwarf Warriors for the Dwarves, right? I mean, as soon as you get Longbeards, fucking Dwarf Warrior who? You don't bother having them. You have Longbeards. Longbeards are literally just a flat upgrade, which is a bit of a shame. Albrecht, do I want you to just sort of damage the walls? Well, you said that, and they did not open, did they? They did not open. But what we can do is get the Conclave of Altdorf Battle Wizards. Altdorf Conclave of Battle Wizards. That was the right way of saying it. Excellent. And we go. Oh, that's not good trade goods. I thought it was trade goods. That's just sheep. Sheep aren't trade goods. Let's get paved roads. Getting a little bit of extra corruption here, but that should be all right. We've got two other special buildings. We've got one slot there. Oh no, but that's okay. We've got one special building. So we can get the building there, which is the Imperial Palace. Then we've got the Castle Rights Guard. We could actually, been thinking about this, get the Wizards Conclave as well, because that would stack. So we'd get +1 Battle Wizard. Okay, we'll get +4 Battle Wizards, and they'd all come out at rank as +4, +7. So that's pretty good. I mean, that's rank 11 wizards just to start off with. You hire a wizard, they're at rank 11, and you can hire a lot of them, and they're really cheap. I mean, I feel like that's just a generally good sort of nice little synergy going on there. I wonder if does Balthazar... Oh, I think I checked this last time. Balthazar does not increase the recruit rank of wizards. I wonder if anyone else does, though. I wonder if Elspeth does. If Elspeth does, slap her in Altdorf, recruit rank 15 battle wizards. I mean, that's literally them getting their own Rocky montage. That was a big greenskin army I just saw, so we're going to have to deal with that. I know Albrecht was assassinated yet again. He went to Sylvania and he got assassinated.
Greetings from Sigma.
Hello, you big tree. No, I'm not going to do that. It's not like you couldn't, Durthu. You could, pick up your big old roots and get over there. Prove that your bite is worse than your bark, because he's a tree.
Hail to Leoncoeur. How can the Empire aid you in such evil times?
Yeah, how can we do that? You want a non-aggression pact. You're at war with Daith. Well, you're demanding money, so I'm going to say no. If you just want a non-aggression pact, I might have done it, but okay, we've got a migration. Yeah, all right. Okay, where's Grimgor? Grimgor's down there. Of course he is. Hello, Grimgor. Grimgor, you're always angry. Let's not beat around the bush here. I wonder if he'll come and attack us, or if we can, like, lure him into an ambush. Should we pop over here? Pop over here. Put a little ambush on. See if he like scooch. Maybe he's going to come for work bad. If he comes for work bad, we could just jump him. Yeah, he's got a lot of Black Orcs, but we've got a lot of handgunners. Yeah. Bloody handgunners. Right, do I want to... How long before you upgrade? We need 5 growth, so it's going to be a little while. Okay, I think this is the point that we recruit Elspeth. Dark Lady of Nullen. Winds of Magic. Enemy leadership reduction. Attrition. Suffered from vamp... Oh, look at that. Okay. Elspeth, you're up. She's an engineer. I mean, that's not massively surprising. What do you got? What have you got? You've got the Carmine Dragon. There we go. Spell Devour. Ooh, only Masters of Dark Magic can ride these intelligent and deadly creatures. Carmine dragons feed upon the winds of Shyash with a monstrous appetite, and said that these dragons have been known to hear the whispers of the dead. Well, so she's a Dark Walker. So when she's casting, she gets plus 60% physical resistance. Okay. She's also Dread Incarnate. She's got Graveyard Rose, plus melee attack when fighting at the vampires. And the undead. Friends in high places, so you've got diplomatic relations with the Empire provinces, hero capacity and recruit rank, and magic item drop chance post-battle. Okay, stealing magic item, yeah, income from post-battle loot, fine. And she is a arch wizard of Law of Death. Well, there we go. This is very exciting. So let's start recruiting her some units. Now, obviously, we want to get some artillery. I'm thinking maybe a great cannon and a couple of Hellstorm rocket batteries, just to start off with. And I'm tempted just to get some swordsmen. Let's get some of you. What rank are you starting at? Rank 1. Okay, sure. Let's get 5 of you to get started with. Something like that. And we need to get Theodore up here to join in.
They'll be marching, all right.
Damn right they will. Okay, off we go. Fine. That has dropped our income a little bit, but that's okay. I was kind of expecting that. That's fine. And of course, when Elspeth levels up, we can make her the Emperor's Eye. And then we can... we've met Masnamundi. Excellent. And then we can get some bonuses for our agents. And also make ourselves slightly tougher for enemy agents to target. Because I have removed the mod that makes enemy agents passive. Because I do think it's important that the AI does have agents to use. Yes, it can be quite annoying sometimes. Come on, Grimgor. Where are you going? Grimgor? He's run away, apparently. Maybe he's going for the... Is he going for the dwarves? He might be going for the dwarves. I might have misread his intentions. Or he might be going for Piffledork. I kind of want to declare war on Vlad to sort of take that territory, but that would be fighting 2 vampires at the same time. Oh, Bordelot has been destroyed. Well, that was a short-lived little pact we had. Never mind. Not the end of the... Well, it's the end of their world, not the end of mine. So our ambush was foiled. Bordelot has been destroyed. We can go and have a chat with Masnamundi. Your position is weak. Okay, but can we have a trade agreement? No. What about non-aggression? Okay, the plaques foretold. Did they? Okay, well maybe we can, you know, help that. Who are you at war with? Skeggy, Cult of Pleasure, and the Drowned. I wonder if Carcass can maybe sort of get some... He can improve relations by maybe assaulting some people.
Do not greet me as a friend, nor are we foes yet.
Hello, Phil.
I will.
Okay, we've got a trade agreement. Now, Phil is usually... I don't like Phil. I still remember during my Avalon campaign where he decided he wanted to kill me because... And I forget... There was someone who... I think it was Marathi. Like... Suggested he attack me. And he did. Because he's an idiot. So I'm still a little bit salty about that. Okay, we've got guys being recruited. That's good. Let's get Theodore over here. Do we want anyone else? Do we want maybe another wizard in this army? Maybe. Got options. It's options. Options are available. Let's get some handgunners. And okay, so we've got some artillery. We've got halberdiers. Do I want just a couple of great swords? So it's going to be 15, 16, 17. These guys are just better, aren't they? They're just basically upgraded knights. So we'll grab some Rights Guard as well. Get all that going on. That's very exciting. Can we hit for Oberstry again? We can scooch over here, can't we?
Moving off.
We can say to... Hello, Manfred. I'm going to kill you, Manfred. I'm going to use your shiny little head as a football. And kick it into this skull mountain, this socket right here. I'm going to just boot it. It's going to land in there and just roll around while you shout obscenities at me. But I won't care because you'll be dead. But unfortunately, that's going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you in the next episode of the Empire campaign.